Hello everyone, welcome back to another Disadvantage Camp What If. Today we're going to be doing What If Miriam and Fiore swap teams. And I quite like this one because, it'd make a lot more sense. Fiore goes with the villains and Miriam gets her bond with Jake as well. Anyway, let's get started. So, immediately, episode 2. They're pretty much swapping two kind of disadvantages, I guess I would call them, Fiore and Miriam, for each other. So because of that, I wouldn't see much of a difference being made in the final result of the challenge. Um, yeah. So I think that we should be fine to say that Magenta still loses. And with Miriam backing Jake, because they already have a really good bond to start off with. Ashley and Jake's get better as it goes, but Miriam and Jake already have a really good one. She's going to side with Jake against James. Easy peasy. Alright, though. Episode 3, there's something does change here. I was alerted in one of my other videos where Sign Team would lose because Alec isn't trying to sabotage them to keep Magenta safe. So, if that is the case, I think he's probably right on the fact that Sign Team would no longer lose. And that would mean that the losers are Magenta again? Am I right on saying? I think so. Yeah, it is Magenta, isn't it? Because obviously Cyan last to finish. But is it. I actually don't know. I'm going to quickly check. Okay, actually, no. What happens, right, is the yellow team actually would end up losing. Now, I'm glad I checked that because I was going to say it was Magenta, and I know that took a second, so I'll probably. Nah, I don't know. But yeah, yellow team lose here. Now, this is the thing. Because of the villains, this is the episode where they try to form it. Is it? No. It's kind of next episode, but it's pretty much this one. But that would mean that Connor is extremely vulnerable and very, very likely to get voted out. Alright, now the thing is, right, is that in episode 4, Alec throws the immunity chance so he can vote out Miriam. He also kind of throws it to save Fiore in a way, and Ellie, but more Fiore than Ellie. And so, because Magenta have Miriam and they have Fiore, he'll have no need to do that now. So, the loser of this challenge, who's the team that was safe? It was yeah. So, Cyan were against Yellow in the original. Cyan haven't changed, meaning they will still be at this point in the original episode with no changes on their team. I believe Miriam might honestly be better than Fiore, so Magenta won't be going. Cyan have an elimination. I believe most likely it'll be fairly similar to the events of the first one. Although I am still majorly confused about how Lake gets voted here. I know Tess votes Tom. That'd have to mean Tom votes Lake, I think, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Either way, I'm just going to say that it happens just like normal. And so, episode 5, that is okay. So this is where Magenta are usually losing, but they lose because of Fiore, and because of that fact, I feel like Fiore would be the runner again for the yellow team. Fiore would then get them last again, I would say. Yes. Because I think Miriam would definitely be faster than Fiore. Let's just say they're in the same role here. Yeah, I think that would be fine. So I think, I think Fiore would still cost the yellow team. Alec isn't only going to vote out Fiore. So it's between, I think, Rhea and Yule because they're both annoying. At this point, I think Fiore doesn't like Rhea or Yule. I don't think she really does great either, but there's a little bit more towards them than there's for the other two. I think they're going to vote out Rhea, though, because Grant has a connection to Yule. So she'll pretty much try and beg them to keep Yule in, I think. Maybe not, but that's just. Anyway. episode 6, that is the musical episode. Who changes? Connor's here, Ria's here. Ria is kind of the one with the light idea, but I would say it's also kind of Yule. But again, to mix even more up, I'm going to say it's actually not them. I would say if it doesn't explode, and because of that, I don't think the yellow's performance was the worst. I think it was actually Magenta. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it was Magenta, so they have to go to elimination. I believe person going to get voted out here. Ashley, Jake, Miriam, I think they all vote for Hunter. So it's kind of what happens in the original in the episode previously, but instead of Fiore, it's Miriam, and she would be even more likely to do it than Fiore would be. So that's still gonna happen. Right, episode 7. I believe the yellow team is still safe. They put the log on the over their goal, so they're not gonna get anything in theirs. Cyan, Ellie helps them win by distracting Jake with Tom and Aiden. That would probably still happen here, even though Miriam is trying to distract Jake. Ashley tries to do it in the original, and even though they're both supporting him, I have a feeling he's still going to get distracted by this fact, and Midjan's still going to go to elimination. Now, Ali is the outsider on this team, and so even though Ali and Ashley start to bond here, I think they're Ashley proves she'll still vote for Ali over Jake. So that's what happens. And so Magenta is Team Jake right now. But anyway, yellow team, no longer Rhea here. So I'm going to say they put Fiore down. Aiden and Jake, I'm going to say stay the same. I don't think Fiore is going to be as good as Rhea is. So I think what will happen is the Jake and Aiden altercation happens before Fiore gets out. And so because of that, Jake gets out, Aiden, Fiore, and I would say Aiden managed to get there before Fiore. So that's another vote off. And it's going to be 2-on-2. And even though Fiore flips on Alec in the season 1, I don't think she'll do that now. So I think, right. It's difficult. I think Fiore and Alec are trying to warn Greta about the fact that Yule is manipulating her, kind of. But I think it's to no avail. I think most likely Yule and Greta vote Fiore, Fiore and Alec vote Yule. But I think actually because of the challenge, Yule is extremely stupid, right? Fiore's actually kind of smart. This was kind of more of like a puzzle escape kind of thing. So I'm going to say this is probably one of the very few challenges where Fiore actually beats Yule in it. And because of that, I'm definitely going to say that that's what happens. Because why would I miss up an opportunity to justifiably keep Fiore in over Yule? Alright. Episode 9 is how they can grab. I don't think we're half bad at this. I don't think Fiore would be that bad. She wouldn't be great. Same with Miriam. Jake and Ashley were good in the original though. So I think there's a good chance though that they'll still lose. I mean not Tom. Cyan have a really strong team in general. I think they'd probably get it. But I no. I'm gonna say Magenta are safe here because I've got a plan, right? Magenta safe. These two go to a double elimination. There is 8 votes. Ali flips to the villains, so it's 4-4. Now it's just does Gabby vote with Ali? I'd assume the answer is yes. And so because Tess hasn't done anything to do anything wrong, I guess. Gabby likes Tom. Fiora and Alec and Ellie don't because he's a really strong threat. Same with Gret. Aiden they know less about, and he's a lot weaker. So I'd assume it makes sense for them to vote for Tom just for the fact that Aiden's weaker. Not Tess. Why is Tess there? Aiden's weaker. Tess is weaker, and they don't really have a reason to go for Tess. So I can just say that just a yellow team scrape past, I guess. Anyway, Merge is very different now. Well, not extremely different, but it is definitely different. Gret, Fiore, Alec, Ellie, who's new, Gabby, who's gonna go with Ellie because of, her love, Tess, Aiden, Ashley, Jake, Miriam. Now, I feel like Tess and Aiden would be closer together here, so I think they'd be a two. I think Ashley, Jake, and Miriam all together. Alec probably still wins the immunity challenge. I wouldn't think that that would probably change because the new people are Fiore, Alec, Tess. What did I just say? Fiore, Ellie, Tess, and Miriam. All right, there we go. I can speak again. Probably still going to be Alec's win. Now, this is the thing. Or is Tess, Ashley, and probably even Miriam all trying to get Aiden and Jake to vote together? Even though Ashley in the original isn't able to, with Tess and Miriam here, I think they actually would manage. Even though Miriam isn't much of a supporter, I think she'd definitely get into Jake's head, and they trust each other very much so. So I think he would vote with Aiden, and I think Aiden will vote with Jake due to Tess. And so that's 5 on 5. I think the heroes are going to want to target. I'd say Ellie or Gret. Because even though Fiore is annoying as hell, she's very weak. So they vote for. I'm going to say they vote for Ellie because of Jake, and then Miriam, Ashley, and Proximity aren't a big fan of Ellie either. And I don't think Aiden and Tess are really happy. Tess isn't happy with Ellie anyways because of the science team drama stuff. Aiden probably doesn't like Ellie, so they all vote for Ellie. The villains, I think they are still expecting a bit of a. I don't think they expect the fact that heroes can all vote together, so I think they vote for either Tess or Ashley. I'm saying they actually vote for Tess here because Tess is really close to Aiden. I think she could easily get close to the rest of them as well. And even though Ashley is very much liked as well, I feel like Tess is seen as someone that can do it a little easier, and Ellie and Gabby, they kind of. Well, actually, no, that's a good point. Ellie and Gabby have relations to Tess, so they could possibly. I don't know. Tess at this point has shown the fact that she's not okay with what Ellie's doing. So, yeah, I think it will be Tess. 5 on 5. Tess and Ellie in the tiebreaker. Paintball. I don't know what they would. Both of them weren't here in the original, so it's kind of difficult to judge. But I think most likely because of Ellie's determination, I think she wins. Right. We're now in the comebacks, and most likely we need a hero. Because, 4 to 6. So, options Hunter, Lake, James, Connor. Don't think Connor. Oh, I wouldn't say Lake's a bad option at all. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Lake. Because I reckon, like, Lake and Aiden maybe make it. Or something like that. That's what I'm just gonna say. Obviously, there's an animosity between Ellie and Gabby and Lake. So, yeah, that's cool. Episode 12. Capture the Flag Challenge. No Tom here. He was probably the biggest threat for Alec. Fiore, Ellie, Lake, Miriam. All I don't think would have made it better than Alec. So I think it is still Alec's win. I think the heroes are going to vote for Ellie again, most likely. Lake and Aiden, they really want to vote for Ellie after what she did to Lake, obviously, and I think Actually, Jake and Miriam. I think Jake and Aiden's relationship or bond is getting better, and their bonding starts a little earlier than episode 13, which is good. They still vote 5-5 though, because I think the villains wised up to the fact that, yeah, they were voting together. So I think who did they? Because I think they knew they were going to vote together. So who did they vote for if they wanted an easy win? It'd be Miriam or Aiden for me, I think. Um, and they want to keep Miriam around because she is weak and she's easy to beat in the later challenges. So in a way, even though they want someone weak, I don't think they want to go Miriam weak. So I think they go Aiden. And I think Ali beats Aiden in the cage tiebreaker. I think she does. So Aiden's eliminated here. It's 4-6. No, 4-5. Episode 13, Jake still saves. I think he'll save Miriam and Ashley. So it leaves Lake is the only hero to vote for. So they know that 5 of the votes are sadly going to be going on to Lake. I don't think there's anything they can properly do because, well, actually, no. Ellie and Gabby, they definitely, I think Ellie and Gabby may know that there's a point where they need to flip, and the fact that Ellie's been targeted by the heroes for 2 episodes in a row, I think she'll go to Gabby and say they need to get some reprisal on them and try, bond a little. So probably they go up to the heroes, say they'll vote with them for this challenge and for this elimination, I mean. And I think it's either going to be Gret or Alec that goes. And I'm going to say it's Alec. Oh, no. Can't be Alec, actually, because I've just realized there's currently only 2 guys. And if I was to eliminate Alec, there would be 1. So I'm going to say it's Gret. Probably not what I would do if I had more males, but I kind of need to keep the males around, so we'll pretend that doesn't happen. So, Ellie and Gabby, Alec and Fiore are both really annoyed, but Ellie's trying to tell them that they need to sit together because even though they did that, be lucky it wasn't them, blah blah blah, and you need us for the numbers kind of thing. But for the takedown challenge, I'm just gonna make it. I'll make it kind of what we've got here. Fiore, Alec, Ellie, Gabby, Link, Ashley, Jake, Miriam. So there's no definite passes here, I don't think. I think they'd all be difficult. I think Jake and Miriam still find the watch, so they're safe. I think Fiore would be like disgusted to do it, so I don't think they're gonna do well. I think Lake and Ashley actually might manage. But yeah, I'm gonna say the person eliminated here is Fiore, because what happens is that she is disgusted by these challenges and she does not want to do them. She refuses to do them, and so because of that, Alec just does them and tries to lie to Crystal when they make it. They probably make it before Ellie and Gabby, but they ask for Fiore's videos. She tries to lie. She gets caught. She gets voted out because she doesn't have any videos. So first things first, immunity idol. I'm 90% sure Ellie gets it. So I think Ellie obviously tells Gabby. And I think they keep it from Alec at the moment. Winner of this challenge most likely is still going to be Jake. So I think this is when Ellie tells Alec, she says, we need to get out the strongest, like keeping everyone together. And so I think they decide to vote for Ashley. All 4 of them all vote for. I think this time they're going to vote for. I think they're going to vote for Alec again because I think Ellie and Gabby are still with them. Ellie plays her idol on Alec, even though she's very unwanting to because she wants to keep it for herself. But Alec pretty much begs her or something once they see the votes. And so Ashley's idled out. It's 3-0. So in episode 16, winner of this challenge, I would say, is probably Alec. That's 3-3. No point of Ellie and Gabby flipping, so they're obviously going to stay with Alec because he's in the power. And they're going to vote for Lake, I think. Well, if we're talking physically, I think the best. Oh, yeah, I think physically the best would actually be Jake. And Miriam doesn't have a connection to Lake like she does with Jake. So Jake is actually the strong one here. So I think they vote for Jake. Then Lake, Jake, and Miriam. I think they vote for Ellie. I think again for the third time, is it? Ellie wins the tiebreaker. Probably a puzzle thing, and Jake's eliminated. Episode 17, horse riding. I'm going to say the winner here is. No, I'm going to say Gabby. I think that's a different one. I think that's who I'm going to say. And so, with that, I believe that Ellie and Alec, I think they say that next elimination they're going to turn on each other. But for this last one, just to make sure the heroes don't regain numbers, they're going to vote together. And so, think they will likely vote for Lake because Miriam is weak. Now we've got episode 18, Shock Challenge, and I think the winner will be Ellie. So because of that, I think Alec will try tell Ellie that they should just vote on Miriam because that's, easy bet or something he'd say to her, but I think she'll respond with something like, I gave you your shot to win or something. So I think Ellie tells Miriam that they're going to vote for Alec. And so that's what they do. Also, all season 1 finale, but we'll move over that. Helpers, because Ellie and Gabby both here, have no clue who would be their helpers. Miriam probably like Jake or something, but I won't even go into that. Mining challenge, I would say that oh, I think there would I do want to do this, and I think I am gonna. I think Ellie finishes first, gets her 10 gems, and escapes. It's Gabby and Miriam. They're really close together. They're running to the finish line. Miriam's in the lead, but she fades and fades, and Gabby makes it first. So we make it to the final 2, and it's Ellie and Gabby. Now, they're obviously going to have a great moment here. They're going to be having such a great time hugging, kissing, probably. And it's like, oh, my, we made it. And so when we make it to the final challenge, I know for a fact this is what would happen. It's like Gabby immediately before it even starts, even though it could be Ellie for like character development, she says, I'm not going to face Ellie. I eliminate myself. Even though Crystal is against this, she lets it happen. Gabby eliminates herself. She quits. Ellie wins the 3 million. And probably gives like 500k, a million to Gabby anyway. So, there we go. What if Miriam and Fiore swap teams led to Miriam in third? And a very female dominated merge. Like, crikey. Anyway, thanks for watching. Probably some more team swaps on the way. Hopefully, well, depends. There might be a little change of schedule depending on stuff, but we'll see. Just whatever. There's not any team swaps in particular, but they'll definitely happen. So thank you all for watching and see you later. Goodbye.